tell me, do you think the reason why our generation seems to be mad freaked out all the time is just the result of human nature paired with easy accessibility? Or if people always...
Awad. Yeah, y'all got me in the middle of something with my boy Birdo. Pause. Got me in the middle of something. Saying breaking down more Gen Z things like that. Yeah, Awad stuff, man. For another whole new rodeo. I saw some thumbnails that make Gen Z really, you know what I'm saying, it was a very interesting generation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, every generation has their thing, you know what I mean? But I feel like, okay, for now, until further notice, okay, shall be breaking down Gen Z energy, Gen Z culture, Gen Z, whatever you want to call it, everything relating Gen Z. I also will be touching on millennial culture, millennial energy, millennial frequency. You feel what I'm saying? And all of this because, okay, I'm actually in the cusp of both Gen Z and millennial, right? I'm 96, bro. Is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like both of those spheres are necessary for me to tap into. You feel what I'm saying? So first things first, man. My boy Astral Dior right here. Gen Z is aging like milk. That cannot be a good thing, buddy. It can never be a good thing. See what's up with it though.
Gen Z is aging like milk. Now, it's
Tell
been
me
a
why,
minute
man.
since I've seen a video like this. I had posted a video on this channel. It's one of my biggest videos on this channel. That is a Gen Z's aging like milk video. Looks like we got some new clips, a new perspective. Let's run it back, bro. Let's dive deeper with the new minds and new knowledge. That had to be about a year ago, almost a year ago, 11 months for sure, because I think towards the middle or end of last year's when this channel blew up. So let's get into it, man. Let's do it.
I am aging like milk.
If I look at bro, he looks like...
Nah, he looks like a boomer. You sure you're not a boomer, buddy? How's your bum, buddy?
He could be...
He looks old, man. Millennial, bro. At least millennial. Come on, bro. Don't cap. Don't let this man cap in front of everybody. Come on, Dior, buddy. You can see that. Square head ass.
30, early 30s.
That's millennial, buddy.
And I would even believe late 20s. If he told me he was
20s,
I would be like, in my head. But he can tell me late 20s, I believe. But I said early 30s. How old
Bro, this content creator, she's 25. Her entire comment section is just people saying that her skin looks horrible and she looks old. I'm scrolling through her page as I'm sitting down here, and then like my eyes shift focus to my reflection, which is actually what I'm looking at right now, my reflection in my phone case, and I see how...
Oh my god, this nigga could actually...
Nigga, what generation is this guy? What generation are you, buddy? Come on, Dior.
Hold on. This nigga could actually
this nigga dead ass 34. Dead ass 34, bro. 34, like minimum, like youngest, bro.
No, the nigga could actually be...
Nah, he millennial though.
Mid-late 30s. And I'd believe
Nah, probably early.
if his voice was a little bit deeper. But I would say if
I feel like that's why he even is altering his voice, brother. So that people don't, you know, figure out like that. Because the voice can like give some shit away. I'm not gonna lie. Why is he altering that shit? Why is he doing the Alvin the Chipmunks type voice? Come on, brother.
Right now, 30s.
30s for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So millennial is not no Gen Z shit.
She looks bad. Oh my gosh, I'm 23 and I...
Oh my god.
No. Fuck out of here. Look at this guy. Ew, no. We're 23? Come on, bro. Say on God, brother. Say on God. Come on, say on you, man. I cannot believe. You see, here's another thing why, okay, I would believe Gen Z is aging like milk. Although, buddy over here doesn't even look like Gen Z, bro. He's millennial for sure. Millennial must be aging worse if Gen Z is aging like milk, because this is terrible. This guy is lying. This guy is lying. He's lying, bro. Nigga,
I look like I
cap.
could be this lady's father.
Yikes.
Cap.
I'm not gonna lie, and I want to be as respectful as possible, but this guy right here definitely looks 10 to 15 years older than what he actually looks.
20. That's what I'm saying. He could be like mid 30s.
34 minimum.
I wouldn't even say early 30s.
Looks like 23 is what he says he is. And I'm not entirely sure what's going on with his voice. I'm just gonna assume that's like a TikTok, Instagram voice filter or whatever. But Jesus, good God.
I don't know what this guy looks like, brother.
God, what?
He probably looks like, what's that frog guy with the tea? With the teacup meme. The guy with the teacup meme. Wait, let me see that. Let me see that. Frog meme with the teacup, right? If I can find that. Frog meme with the teacup. Is it Hermit the Frog?
I'm unable to comment on the specific content of the webpage you're viewing. If you're curious about Kermit the Frog, though, he's a beloved Muppet character known for his charming personality.
Yeah, wait. Show me Kermit the Frog pictures.
I can't show pictures.
Why? Okay. Fine. Type it up, bro. What the fuck do you mean, Kermit? How do you spell that? Kermit the Frog, yeah. Give me images. Maybe Kermit the Frog? Maybe. Oh. I can't do it side by side. I don't have that kind of technology in front of me, but maybe a little bit.
What is going on? This man looks like he could definitely be 35, pushing 40 maybe. And I can honestly say, when I was 23, I looked nowhere near like this. And considering the fact,
Let me see if I can find a picture of y'all when I was 23, y'all.
Go ahead, man.
Let me do some, like, my quick math is not that good, so let me do my shit, alright? 27 right now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That was 4 years ago. 2025 minus 2020, or 2025 minus 4 years is 2021. So let me scroll to my joint and see,
23.
It's Hostinger's biggest ever Black Friday sale. Latest hosting for WordPress plans now stopped.
Yo, my man! Hold on. Freelance visuals.
The answer. You can put one of them old joints.
Yo, my fault again.
And today we're acting to.
Hold on, my fault, gang. Nah, that's on me. Let me read all my G's, bro. Yo, that's on me, yo. You guys good, man? Visuals? Niggas good? Guys straight? How y'all feeling? Sirski, nah, I'm feeling rested a little bit, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit could be better. I don't know. I'll see as the day goes on. You know what I mean? Maybe shit will get better, like, for real, like, as in the way I need it to be. But, you know, all is well, though. All is well. Well, we were here. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's crazy.
I run that back.
Here I am again. I mean, yeah, I look like a 23-year-old.
What you looking like? You see that?
Damn.
Let's see that.
Here I am again.
Look like Speed. Look like I Show Speed.
Bald face.
Look like I Show Speed. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see that, man. Yeah, you definitely look younger than probably. You were one of them ones that look younger than your actual natural age. I was one of those people too. You feel what I'm saying? Where it's like the people in my age range are even blooming, you know, quicker than I was. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of like my peers, if we look at them now, you wouldn't even say that they my age for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, look, man, like, I'm pushing 30, right? I'm 29. Ooh, I'm 96, I just said that. I'm like cusp in between Gen Z and Millennial. You know what I mean? At 23, buddy, though, I legit look 20. I legit look 19 at 23. I don't know. I mean, even now, for a 29-year-old, I mean, brother. You will make the judgment. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You will make the judgment. I hate rating myself on some shit. I hate just like, you know, I don't know, measuring myself against some shit. You know what I mean? I always forget myself in that sense. I feel like secret to not aging or not aging as fast. I ain't gonna lie. My bad.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
In the image that we see right here on the screen, that all these people are literally Gen Zers. They're all in their early to mid 20s. It's just scary, actually. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, if there's something in the air, in the water, in the food, or all three of the above. But this is getting bad.
This is getting bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so Samantha is 26.
Oh my
Over
God.
with for niggas.
Oh my god.
Harriet.
No, these guys.
No, wait. Let me see these. Let me see these. The real age is 24. Let's see. She looks 36.
Gotta be edited though. These gotta.
Yeah.
Okay, so Samantha is 26.
26. Looking 31.
Oh my God.
Whoa, nah, she looks 48.
24.
She looks 48.
Harriet.
No, these gotta
Area looks 35.
be edited though. These gotta be
is
edited.
24.
Oh my god.
I think they edited for. Nah. Why the eyes like that? The alignment of the eyes is not it, brother. She looks 48 too. What's the real age of this one? She looks 48. They ain't got the real age. Abort. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, my fault. My bad, y'all. That ain't never gonna happen again, bro. Never going back into. You know, I'm never gonna zoom into another grown man bearded face like that again. I'm sorry. Young person watching this. Yes, and what do they say? Parental guidance applies.
Jess is 25.
Wow.
Honestly, the fact that a professional surgeon is that in shock at what he just saw speaks volumes.
What's going on?
Sure.
Also, new addition. What's up with these guys? These little hooks on the end of my ears. These little elf ears. People always used to say that I had elf ears in elementary school. Not because of these. These are new. It's like they're coming to fruition because of things spoken about me in past times. What's going on?
Is that superstition or what?
Anyway. Wow.
Wait, is that a real thing though?
I'm 23
Yo, you might be 50, bro. Somebody might have your birthday.
and I look
Hell yeah, dog. Hell
just in
yeah.
this light, but
I ain't gonna lie, buddy chopped too. He's so chopped. Look at this face. This ain't no monkey face, boy. It's a monkey face. Man, he look like Woody. Oh yes, he look like Woody. Not Kermit the Frog. Hold on. He look like Woody, especially with this pose. Hold on. Man, look like Woody. Hold on, Woody, Toy Story. Right? If y'all know, y'all know. If y'all don't, do y'all? Nah. I don't believe there's anybody watching this video who doesn't know Toy Story, number one. Number two, who doesn't know Woody. Buzz Lightyear. From Buzz Lightyear, you know what I'm saying? I believe this is how you. Oh shit. No. What happened? Oh fuck. Oh shit. Woody. Nah, man, this looks like Woody. Boy, hold on. You know what I mean? Hey, give me the full version of this shit, man. Look at that, and then you look at man's. Woody Buzz Lightyear face. I just want his face. Pause. Lightyear face card. Face picture. Ah, fuck. You don't have a zoomed in. Yeah, he definitely looks like this. That dude looks differently like this, bro. Yep. Nah, he looks exactly like Woody. What the hell? This nigga might have been Woody. That nigga probably was manufactured. Bro, Buddy over here, right? Buddy over here might have been manufactured, and then he came out as Woody, and he did the movie, and he became a real boy. I'm sorry. My fault. I didn't mean to disrespect y'all like that. I know y'all grown people in this. You know, watching this video. Let's proceed.
Yeah, so some advice for this guy.
That's Woody. That's real life Woody, though. That's Woody.
Grow out your hair. The short hair is definitely contributing to the fact that you're already blonde and the sun is piercing your scalp, which is making it look so transparent and making you look like you're balder than you actually are. Also, possibly maybe gain some weight, get a nice skincare routine to, help with the fine lines and wrinkles, guys.
Bro.
Also, wear sunscreen. I know there's this new trend.
This nigga look like he got eye sockets. If you maybe check him from a distance, look at his face from a distance, he got eyes open. His face looks like it got open eye sockets. You know what I mean? Instead of eyes, like eyeballs.
This new fad where people want to sun gaze and they want to be in the sun for hours a day with a UV index of 9+, but just realize that is aging you rapidly, that is destroying your skin cells, that is potentially contributing to potential skin cancer.
Seriously?
Yeah, sure, cool, the sun is good for you, depending on the pigmentation of your skin, an hour or two per day over the course of the—
Man, why that shit look gay right there? That nigga body. Okay, my fault.
The day of sunlight is perfectly
fine,
but just staying for hours on end in the sun will definitely do more harm than good. Somebody in the comment section though said, "I feel so bad. I first thought," and I quote, "No, you look great, not old at all, until you said you were 23. I don't even want to say what I thought." Yikes.
Well, do you not realize how old y'all motherfuckers over 30 look?
So I'm almost 40.
There we go. This guy right here looks actually 20 something. He looked like late 20s to late 20s.
Yeah,
white
for sure.
guy. That's what I see.
Almost 40.
I'm almost 40 years old. But
almost 40 is crazy.
Who cares how old we look? Why are we arguing about this? Why can't we all just get along?
Exactly.
Have a good time. Because there are way worse things that we could all be.
I agree. Hurricane. I probably heard about that hurricane. I don't know that hit. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's worse things in the world going on. Facts.
Piss off about.
I feel like the you're old, 25 is old, this is all new things.
What you mean?
I don't want to say it's necessarily new, because I remember being young and be like, oh yeah, when I'm 25, but I just didn't see it as I don't see nobody at 25 as an old ass man though.
Used to though.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I thought somebody was old, because I remember one of my friends had an older brother. He was 20 something.
And I remember a whole lot of people used to get married by age 25. Saying about first kid first, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my own mother had me at 25. Considering today's age of how today's people are moving, it wasn't too young. It wasn't young, bro. It was just, relatively there. You feel me?
And we were just young. We were kids. So I was like, he's grown up. He's old.
Okay.
You feel me? But I was a kid, though.
You're a kid, though.
But once I'm hitting the 17s and, bro, you got niggas. Bro, you got my cousin be trying to say that I'm old. He's 23. Bro,
Wait, you 28,
27,
right?
you're
27. 4 years apart.
If we would,
y'all definitely a part of the same generation for sure.
Went to the same high school. You would have been a freshman. I would have been a senior.
Like shit though.
I
hear you.
Nigga, I don't know what happened to niggas' brains, bro. But and I'm like, bro, you see me?
Brain rot, bro.
You feel me?
I feel it though.
I don't know. People. This whole thing mixing people's heads.
Agreed, but blame it on.
But you know what I'm saying? Hence the video. You're the one reacting to the video. The same video I'm reacting to, brother. This generation is aging like milk. You know what I'm saying? Not just physically, but just mentally, man. Come on. RIP your cousin's brain cells for sure.
On Gen Zers or the younger part of Gen Z, because they will literally, as soon as you turn 21, 22, 23, call you Unk. Literally, there's this new trend with the younger part of Gen.
Now, I'm not gonna lie though, the Unk thing, I feel like it depends on how you actually look like. You feel what I'm saying? Like what your face actually looks like. I mean, look at Blueface for example. He just, you know, he just got free. Shout out Blueface. He looked like Unk in the face. I mean, he got a whole lot more tats and things like that. He's not I mean, he got, you know, his children. He's got his whole situation where, hey man, he's experienced a fair share of life where you can be like, I could understand why y'all could be like Unk looking at Blueface, right? Look at Bruce. Bruce is probably much younger than Astral Dior right here. But, you know what I'm saying, he looks much older. So, you know, looking at Bruce and being like Unk, I can see why, until Bruce starts talking, until Bruce starts, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, and then you see just like the young energy, bro, the YN energy just like shining through the personality, character, blah blah blah, his interests and shit like that, right? So yeah, I feel like with the Unk thing, bro, it really is in how you look, bro. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Gen Z calling people in their 20s Unk, and not because, you know, they may have a sibling or sister or brother who had a child, right? That type of uncle, right? Technically speaking, you're an uncle if one of your siblings have a baby. You could be an uncle at 12 or 13 years old. I was an uncle at 10. But no, they're actually using this term Unk, which is shortened for uncle, as a slur to basically call you old. And honestly, this already tells me that when Gen Z all reach their 30s and 40s, there's going to be a hell of a lot of midlife crises out here, because apparently these people are afraid of aging.
I feel like I'm the only Gen Z who knows like how bizarre y'all are when it comes to age. Like, y'all are really weird about it. Like you really got 23-year-olds acting like a 28-year-old is old, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, you look so young." They're 28. Am I missing something?
You know, one thing too that I think that I've realized, the only people that care about that are
who's that?
Young men.
Talk about it.
In regards to, for instance.
Yep. Break it down.
I had a partner who is 29, right? When we pop out and we doing what we doing, girls will, you know, talk to him, or he'll talk to girls, and they'll be 23.
Who's 23? The girls are 22, 23. Okay, cool. Yeah, how old's your cousin? How old's your man?
Oh my gosh, Unk. Like, no, that's
I see.
Young niggas on the internet, and just kind of some goofy young niggas in, you know, maybe your life. Like my
facts.
But as a man with women, that doesn't really. They don't care about that.
Really?
You feel me? Only niggas that care about that is dumbass 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to like the hetero activity about it, right? When it comes to hetero sexual attraction type thing, I feel like the ladies don't really mind. That's why you can have like ladies that can just, you know, get it in with a nigga who's just 15 years older, right? 12 years older. You know what I'm saying? 20 years older type thing. That's where like you get, you know, taboo type stories where, oh, that age gap is that big. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like to them it's not a thing. It's not that much of a thing, right? Versus to guys, you know. That's just my take on that. Facts.
Like, I remember when I got to college,
right? What happened?
I was 20.
Okay.
I met a dude, and we were kicking it all the time. Never knew his age, nothing.
Right.
And I found out he was actually in grad school. He was 23, I think. He was 23 or 24 at the time. I didn't know. We kicking it like regular. We were hanging out doing regular things.
Right.
But like, it just, only the reason why it shocked me is because I thought bro was same age as me the whole time. You feel me? Thinking it was like, even though 3 years is not crazy at all.
Crazy.
I just genuinely thought bro was, you know. And he was like, now I'm 23.
Your age. Shout out Your Age Gaming. Your Age.
About to be 24 or whatever it was.
Type.
And I didn't look at that nigga has no unk.
I see.
It was like, oh, he's older than.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with my generation? Like, it's genuinely scaring me. Like, even 18-year-olds to 20-year-olds. You guys act like they're fucking old.
I ain't gonna lie, you, buddy. Buddy right here looks 21.
What is going on?
Hey,
looks 21.
I'm back again. And I'm
back again.
Real payout. You've been
Facts.
really the
5, where you look. I think there's a lot of immaturity and arrested development going on for Gen Z, because like we're the generation where, especially if you were born after 2005, where you literally grew up with technology. You're iPad kids, right? You
were birthed by technology, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If anything, nigga, that tablet was pregnant with you inside it, nigga, and then you got pushed out through that C-type charge block pathway. You know what I'm saying? You were downloaded. Facts.
grew up with a fucking social media device.
I was downloading facts.
It's at the tip of your fingers, and you grew up in a very superficial, shallow world where everything's like fast fashion, materialistic, focused on your looks. And you grew up in a society where nobody prepared you to grow up or become an adult. In fact, we live in a society where people want to infantilize grown adults, 18, 19, 20, 21, calling them kids and children. Like, excuse me, by the time you're 16, you should be well on your way to be preparing for college or getting your first job.
Right.
That's true. I do feel like people have been doing that. Like, people have been taking it very, like, taking a lot of the accountability in adult, certain things that we needed to have at around that age. That has been stripped. I feel like I'm just even now.
Accountability, the accountability of what we needed to be accountable for as young people during generation of like us growing up. Is that what you talking about?
I was 16.
Yep.
I am. When I go back home, and it's dope to see because they like. It is nice to see like that. You know, you still innocent at that age. I know not every single 16-year-old is innocent for sure, but I just see my little brother and my cousin.
But 16 innocent? I ain't gonna lie. 16? Okay, look, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Hand on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Left hand on my heart. I don't know if that's how they say it. But 16 is when I lost my V card. Took my V card and threw it out the window. So, and obviously, you know what I mean, the build up towards a nigga, you know, eventually breaking a virginity. Like, there's a whole lot of just, man, even degenerate, you know, fantasization, for lack of a better term, right? You fantasizing on shit that you're not supposed to be thinking about. You know, that now eventually lead up to a 16-year-old like losing their virginity. So by 16, yes, there are certain innocence that, you know, we expect to see from a 16-year-old, but like if I was, you know, at 16 on that kind of activity, and look, man, I'm not exclusively just like unique to this kind of experience, bro. I've heard like my peers, nigga, talking about they lost their virginity at 13, boy, 14, nigga, 15, nigga, you feel me, 12, boy, hell yeah, 12, boy, you know what I'm saying, niggas cracking it, you know what I'm saying, at 12 years, like look. So these are the stories that I've heard from, you know, that early Gen Z sample crowd, if you will. You feel what I'm saying? So now imagine if those minds were there then and technology was at that time. That this was like what, a couple years ago, man. Yes, 10 years ago. 10 plus years ago. Shit. I don't be giving unk status though, right? Man, be honest, bro. Be honest. Look at me. Look me in my face, bro, and tell me if I give unk. Don't look too hard though. Yeah. Alright, back up. I'm saying. I'm just saying, like 10 plus years ago. Too bad, man. You could probably say my mind, you know what I'm saying? Even my interests, they could give unk. I mean, I give unk to myself on that sense. But anyway, yeah, if you know what I'm saying, if my generation was like that like 10 years ago, imagine right now, you know, the kind of technology that we got, the kind of things that we got access to right now at 16. I ain't gonna lie, these niggas creating babies, these niggas getting married. You know what I'm saying, these niggas proposing, you know what I'm saying, already having a second job, a summer job, you know what I'm saying, whenever they take like a school break, go work hard because they know they got 2 on the way. At 14. Facts.
And they are not the wild boys that we were at 16.
I'm telling you.
They weren't.
What you mean?
And I feel like maybe that plays a bit of a little part of that. But we're taking a bit of like responsibility away that I feel like was put on us early on. Mm-hmm. Like, you asked my little brother at 16, how was it in my house? My mom asking me, hey, and it's still kind of like that over there, but what you want to do? And it was like, even though it didn't go as planned, it was more so that she just wants to hear a plan. So what? Is getting
by
close,
16, right?
My little brother like, yeah, I don't.
By 18, you gotta be out this motherfucking basement, buddy. You feel me?
Go to college. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet. It's a different time though. You know, you can get that answer without know being a bump. Like back then, you say something like that, you're like, oh yeah, he's done. That nigga's gonna be flipping burgers for the rest of his life. Oh shit! You said that in 2015.
I guess in what? Just chasing your dreams, wanting to be just content creator, a YouTuber.
Over. You're gonna be looked at as a bum ass nigga that's never gonna. But now.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
Different. Feel me? Every nigga could say that and be like, oh, for sure, yeah, you'll be all right.
Being on the road,
I ain't gonna lie. I do agree. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Preparing yourself as a young man or young lady for adulthood. That is the age when let's be honest here. If you murder someone, you're going to jail, adult jail, prison. You're also, believe it or not, whether you think it's good or bad, that would typically be the age range for a lot of World War II vets who were sent off to fight for this country. The founding fathers were in their early 20s, 20, 21, 22, 23.
18.
The people who founded this country. But the fact that now we live in a day and age where everybody's being
shout out my nigga Ray, bro. That nigga, he was talking about 18. They needed him out there fighting for his country.
Vandalized and treated like genuine kids is probably contributing to the reason for why Gen Z is so weird about age.
But we gotta keep it consistent though, treating them like kids, and because what people were just saying like, hey, we gotta be a certain way. Damn, I'm yapping my ass off this video.
Yapping your ass off.
Hey, you need, kids need to be kids.
But that's great. That's what we're here for. Let's go.
They need to do this. They need to do that. Yes, they do. I believe so. Okay, cool. But that same argument is also being applied that now y'all need to be more mature. It's like, what are we doing? We got to be consistent wherever we're at. I like more of the we need to be, at a certain age. Yeah. This is how certain things like kids be kids from this age to this age during this period, your adolescence.
Nigga, I'm talking about. Sorry for cutting you off, brother. Look at the situation with David D4VD and the girl that was found, unfortunately, chopped up type shit. Like, he was running away from home at 12, brother. Running away from home at 12. How degenerate can shit get, bruh? And it can only get worse from that, bruh. It can only get worse from that. I'm not even gonna hold you.
You need to be from you kind of coming more into the world, and then we kind of got to get hard on you around 15. I feel like some pressure need to be applied. Hey, bro, because you are well in your right mind at 15.
At 15,
I remember a lot of things at 15. That's not the age where
it's
you
mad.
know what the hell going on. And
I wouldn't say your right mind though, brother. You feel me? I wouldn't say your right mind. Mad curious mind. Mad, like in terms of your inquisitiveness, right? You're like peak level, dog. You just want to know, bruh. And not even just want to know, but at a point where you think you can handle the experience of it. You understand what I'm saying? You feel like you can handle the experience of it at 15. At 12, from 8 to 12 is you still like the brain is still itching, bro. Like, what is it about? Like, what is this? Is this what? Why is this you know what I'm saying? But it's all in your brain though. It's like World War whatever in your brain though. You understand what I'm saying? Right now though, Right now, shit is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Just a kid, you can use that excuse. No, sir.
Age and don't want to grow up and are afraid of getting older.
What is going on? Like, why are you calling people in their 20s unks?
This guy seems terrified, though.
Am I going crazy? Y'all are weird.
Breathing so hard.
Y'all are very, very weird.
Giving him anxiety, man.
When it comes to age, like honestly, like do you like is it like the mid ages? Like is it medieval times? Are you guys really gonna die in your 30s? Y'all realize you live up to 100, right?
I'll say
what? 100? Hold on.
this. People think everything is old until they actually get to that age and realize, holy shit, I'm actually still trying to figure my life out. You know, a lot of people are in their mid-30s and still don't know what the hell they're doing with their own lives. I will say, though, although this may not technically be a word, this type of cringe-ass ageism.
What the hell was Drewski on doing this now, bruh? What? That one arm creating a loop around this nigga body? Oh hell no. What generation is this nigga Drewski?
Let's be honest. Alright. Calling somebody in their mid-20s, especially in Gen Z, somebody in their 20s unk because you think they're old, it's just like actually retarded.
Actually kind of cringe.
It's immature, but it don't bother me though. Like that don't bother me. That just sounds like some dumb kid shit. We had dumb kid shit too when we were young. You feel me? It doesn't bother me. A nigga say unk, I just be like, oh shit.
Bro, aging is like, there's a beauty to aging, bro. There's a beauty to just like embracing the journey to, you know, growing older. There's a beauty, man.
You know, I'm 27-year-old.
That's a fact.
27. You know what I'm saying?
In the day, Uncle was reserved for people who were 40 years old and above. Let's be honest here. People 40s, 50s, that's who we called Unk, OG. So if you're out here, unironically, aside from the memes, calling someone Unk or OG, and that person is in their 20s, then you need to seek help. And honestly, again, maybe part of the reason for why Gen Z is calling other Gen Zers Unk is because a lot of Gen Zers are just aging horribly.
Can you explain to me?
And bro, think about it clearly. Like, it's only the males, bruh. It's only the males that give each other this weird ass title, right? And I mean, I'm not also too bothered by it as well. I mean, I embrace my aging, right? But it's like, what do you call a woman that ages? Well, what's the unk version of a woman? Never heard that. I've never heard of aunt. Never heard of aunt. Never heard that shit. Never heard that shit, bro. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's the guys. It's something that guys have against one another. I don't know if it's against one another. Or, man, I don't even know what to call it, brother. You know what I'm saying? But, man, niggas be weird. Niggas be weird.
Why this generation of 30 to 40-year-olds look like they're in their 20s, but the 20-year-olds look like they're in their 40s. Is everyone going to be okay?
If you are of a generation that is watching the UV index like it's the stock market, y'all are going to get burned. When you pair that with the misinformation that sunscreen causes cancer, it take a genius to figure out that you're going to age faster. UV exposure is undeniably one of the highest risks.
Is that the same human? Oh my God.
For premature aging. If you need further proof, look at this twin study. This twin, tanning. This twin, sun protection. Next theory is the vaping epidemic. Millennials are the generation between cigarettes.
Yo, this is bad, bro. I saw some people. I was get up, walk outside.
Bro, why you gotta touch on vaping, bro? No. I unsubscribe. Fuck it, I'm unsubscribing, brother. God, no. Don't feel guilty, just change. Oh my God, bruh. I cannot believe you do this, bro. Why would you want to touch on the vape thing? I'm working on it, dog. Working on it, man. What the fuck you say fuck me for, bruh? Nah, bro. Get off. Why you gotta be on my dick like that, bro? Nah, boy. Nah, boy. Why you gotta be on my dick? Man. Let me just jump on the moral of the story, bro. Like, there's no other, you know what I'm saying? You leave me no choice, dog. Cause now it's awkward. Right? Moral of the story. Let's get it. Take one. Yo, I remember a time, nigga. When, you know what I'm saying? Well, I was much younger. Well, in high school. We call it high school out here. I don't know what school, this school, late school, early school that I got going on, you know what I'm saying? But it's a good thing that we're from different parts of the world so that we can tap in with one another, help each other understand each other's part of the world, right? Each other's angle of life and reality. So high school, right? I remember, dog, just like listening to just peers, bro, just wanting to grow up fast. I remember, you know what I'm saying, just niggas hitting the gym, dog, niggas doing this, that, and the third, taking supplements, bro. Niggas taking Monixidol, dog, in high school, bro. Trying to grow beards and shit like that. Niggas already busting nuts inside the hoes, raw dog. You know what I'm saying? Niggas becoming dads, bro. Timers, raw timers, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that whole thing, it was just like, even like just starting smoking, drinking, just being cool, skipping school, bunking classes, this, that, and the third, smacking asses in hallways. You know what I'm saying? You had no business doing any of that shit, but you did it. Look, we here now. Look, we nah, I ain't gonna lie. We here now. We learned the lessons. We learned the lessons we learned. You know what I'm saying? We corrected shit wherever we could. Some of, soldiers died young. They died experimenting on this life thing. They died at the experimental stage, because that's what it is. It's the experimental phase, the teenage phase, from 13 all the way like 18, 19, because by 2021, nigga, you into the game. You're expected to, your boots to be strapped up tightly, doing your thing, already in the field. You know what I'm saying? That's like where you even graduate college, probably around there, yeah, or almost type shit, right? So I remember like just people just wanting to grow up fast, bro, things like that. And fast forward, nigga, shit, there's decisions that I saw my peers making that I didn't make, right? Because of whatever reason. Because maybe at the time I was mad, just like in my shell. I was mad just questioning a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just unlike my peers, because I am one of the people that grew up, just introverted to myself. You feel what I'm saying? Not on some like negative vibe completely, right? But just on some, I'm really chill, like feeling out my own energy. You know what I'm saying? I've always been somebody who's sensitive to my own energy, even amongst the outside world. So I prefer just being to myself, staying indoors, you feel me, for the most part. You know what I'm saying, not to say I didn't have my times where I was just like outside, you know what I'm saying, crazy just filled in the streets, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I filling up the streets with my presence. There we go. God damn, you feel me? Filling up the streets with my presence type shit. Just dog. Yeah, you never heard of that term? Hell yeah. Saying fucking wild ass pig out here, man. Just the concrete jungles. You know what I'm saying? I had my moments where that was that. But I was more chilled. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, I refrained from making certain decisions. There were certain things that I got into because of the whole isolation. You know what I'm saying? Just like being to myself. A whole bunch of other habits that are not out in the open. Let's just put it like that. You feel me? Because every aspect of life has its fallen states and its glorious states. You know what I'm saying? It's good and bad, in other words. So you know what I'm saying? Fast forward though, I'm really grateful that I was the person that I was. Having the kind of character that I had. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that, well, there are aspects that I reflect on right now and be like, yo, that was actually kind of negative about me, looking like, among the scope of just among the people that were my peers. Like, I'd look at that and be like, yo, a 16-year-old is not supposed to act like that. Like, that's kind of, that's kind of questionable. That's kind of mentally ill, man. You know what I'm saying? At 14, be among the kids, be among the crowd. Like, why ain't you going crazy? Why are you like so super sensitive? Like, things like that, right? But those did have their benefits. You know what I'm saying? To a point where now I'm not like burdened with things that I now initiated in my teenage years that are now making me age like milk. Responsibilities that are now making me age like milk, having me all stressed out, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? So if you're one of those people, dog, like, yeah, like, I don't know, share one of the, share some moments that you think you dodged a bullet back in the day when you were considered growing up. I mean, if you're still growing up, just grow up some more, you know what I'm saying? And then come back to this video, I don't know, 15 years from now, depending on how old you are. But like, if you feel like, you're one of those people, well, like in your early 20s, I don't know, mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s, I don't give a fuck how old you are at that point. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? What stories or experiences could you say, looking back, man, I'm thankful that I did not engage in this. You know what I mean? Because now, looking now, you know what I'm saying, it just makes my people age like milk, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got that, put it in the comments. Yo, here's another perception, right, that I got in terms of the whole generation thing. My POV on like on establishing or even identifying what a generation is, dog. I don't even think generation means people born from such a time to such a time. Yes, that can be seen as like a marker in terms of these are the kind of people, that are going to just relatively relate, with one another when it comes to certain things, because they are among certain age range. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to certain phases of life, they're all gonna relatively experience it around the same time, right? There is that aspect, but more than that, though, for me, I feel like a generation is just how the whole spectrum of humanity, bro, is about to experience reality at that point in time, right? I don't know. Let me see if I can't paint that picture in a another like clearer way. It's like all of us as a species of humanity are meant to, experience reality, right? Our world, the world around us, the advancement of how things are up to this point. We are all meant to experience that. For as long as you're alive, you're meant to experience that in the way that reality presents it, right? How technology is at the moment, how business goes at the moment, how people educate one another at the moment, how people obtain or attain certain information in this present moment in time, how people relate with one another, how people love one another, how people reproduce one another. You know what I'm saying? And the things that just influence all of these, habits and ways that end up being the current present moment, that moment's way of how we live. Damn, I know I go around very long distance in terms of my explanations of things, but for example, it's like when it comes to relationships, right, or sexual exposure to humanity, how humanity is exposed to sexual energy, right? There was a time where when you were 16 years old, I'm talking about the 16 years old of this time. There's a time when you were 16 years old, I was 16 years old. It was much harder to access things like, things that expose sexual energy, right? Things like porn, things like nudity, movies that are filled with nudity. You know what I'm saying? This is just one aspect of an example that I just want to paint for y'all. There was a time when the internet wasn't the way, or it wasn't where it's at, to a point where, when you were younger, you had to probably, look at maybe a naked person through a magazine, a Playboy magazine, for, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, man, a 12-year-old can have access because they got like tablets and shit like that. Let's say it's a degenerate 12-year-old. They got access to just like a plethora of just degenerate websites that can lead to a whole lot of sexual degeneracy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, even at back in that day when the internet was just like a seed, bro, a seed that's planted. It wasn't where it's at right now. Even older niggas, even older guys, they just had access to the money to buy the Playboy magazines. You as a youngin', you had to bump into it. You had to like sneak and go under, you know, inside of your dad's safe or whatever, cabinet, whatever, under the bed, under the whatever, to get it. He had the money to go buy it. He could go into the store and legally just get it because, you know, it was legal. He was an old man, like it was something dark, yes, but he could just walk into a store and do that. You understand what I'm saying? Even older men, but now, old or young, you have access to that shit via the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, the generation of people that live now, we do have POVs on people that were born from this age to this age, and then we call them Gen Z. People that were born from this age to this age, we call them millennials. That age to that age, boomers. But it's like everybody that lived, like, I don't give a fuck, you were born from 1918, if you're alive today, you saw everything that I saw. You know, as per where we place our focus, but whatever that I was experiencing, it was around. It was real. Whether you were focused on whether you as a 71-year-old were focused on it or not, right? I was still going through what I was going through. You were going through what you were going through, and I was not even focused on what you were going through. I didn't even know you, but you were alive. I was alive. Meaning, in our entire scope of environment, in terms of existence, we were both within, you know, we were both experiencing the same reality, man. Come on, in some sense, man. Moral of the story: don't try and grow up fast, bro. I guess I said all of that to say that, man. Just like naturally ease into like what you're supposed to go through, bro, as per what nature requires of you. That's it. That's all, fam. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Okay, right now you got. What do y'all think DJ Academics is? I think DJ Academics is like Millenial, right? Hold on. Google DJ Academics age, man. Okay. Because, you know, how old is this motherfucker, man? Age, buddy, let's go. 34. Nah, he's millennial. Okay, cool. Millennial. He has to be millennial. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just gonna go with millennial, right? So right here, DJ Academics, right? He got robbed at a young boy show. So how we could put that is that millennial got robbed at a Gen Z show. Come on with it. Or let me just put it like this. Obviously, being robbed at a young boy show, you were probably robbed by, pretty sure it wasn't like one guy, right? So it's probably a bunch of Gen Zs. So a millennial got robbed by a bunch of Gen Zs at a Gen Z show. That is interesting. Okay, let's see. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, we breaking down the energy of millennials, this Gen Zs.
What's poppin', y'all? One of Youngboy's biggest supporters, who has become really somewhat of an opening act, a closing act, a behind-the-scenes act of the Massa Tour, Make America Slime Again Tour. Academics, you know, first time, second time, third time, you get away with it. You can't get away with it forever, because at the 11th show, he got robbed, or he got stolen from, or thieved, or theft, or whatever people want to call it. He got his items taken away from him. How about we say that? And it was at the Houston show, of all places, and I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Wait, did you say he opens up at a young boy show? I don't know if I heard you right there, brother.
You see what happened?
What happened, man?
Said I got robbed at it.
What the fuck was you doing?
I got robbed at the life.
What happened, man? Just explain the thing.
It's no better way. I went to 11, nothing happened.
Hey, and then
the last one, Houston, Texas. When we come in, I usually try to find, you know, I'll get our driver, be like, yo, park wherever Birdman going to park. Just park next to him. You know what I mean? Birdman got like 2-3 tour buses. I'm not trying to dox him, but whatever. Anyway, I'm trying to make the story.
Next to Birdman.
So, we get there. They basically say, yo, listen, you come through the dock area. This is how we usually go. But we don't got no space for y'all car. I'm like, when we're leaving, tell me how, like, my security is like, yo, we can't find our driver. I'm like, what you mean we can't find our driver? Then he called back. He says, yo, the driver's like shook up. I'm like, what? Then they tell me, and this is the part I care about. They said somebody broke into our car.
Immediately, the first thing to go off in my head was, wait, hold on. How is a driver shook up? Like, I'm thinking, like, yo, did they run down on the driver? Did they beat up the driver? Is the driver holding an ice pack that magically appeared in his hands out of nowhere?
Good question.
Kind of like one of those cartoons, and he's holding it over his head. He's like, man, they clubbed me over the head. They wanted to take everything that was in the car. I couldn't do anything about it. They had me guns up to my head. I couldn't do anything. And that's what I was thinking. Because what other situation could there be? Like, when you have a driver, the driver drops you off somewhere, waits for you, especially if you commission the driver, waits for you to come back while he's in the car, and then you leave. So how could anything possibly get stolen? Well, come to find out that neither of those things happened. Well, the stealing did happen, but yeah. I'm gonna play you guys this.
There was no driver. They got there themselves.
Next clip where this driver was on something else, man.
It was a driver. Contracted the SUV. Somebody broke in, and I didn't know at the time, but I knew once I got to the car. They stole my bag. So they stole my, they stole the bag. I had nothing in it.
Where's the driver, man? That's the question.
I had car keys in it, I ain't gonna lie. So today I had to go get new car keys for one of my vehicles. And what else did I have in there? I probably had some footage, but it's not footage, like some exclusive footage.
It's in there, man.
3 vlog cameras. I think they took those. Well, they took everything back.
Damn,
what else they took? Did I have jewelry? No jewelry in the bag. No money in the bag.
It's the driver.
Here's the details. They break into the SUV on the same side that I was sitting in when we were going in. The only people's stuff that seemingly is taken is mine. Now, granted, maybe people think it's a designer bag, but it's only my taken. I look at everybody else with me. I'm like, they took that too. They're like, nah, our shit good. Now, we're paying this driver. We're paying him, not only the driver's there, we're paying him to sit there and wait for us whenever we need the car.
What was his bitch ass thing?
I'm asking the driver, I said, driver, how the f are you in the car and you let break in the car and steal my bag? You know what the driver said? Oh, I left the car at 8:30. What?
What?
I'm paying you to stay in the car. Wait, what? Driver?
What?
Where were you at? I heard the craziest thing in life, chat. I was up in the concert too.
Oh my fuck. You know what I'm saying? You get Gen Z drivers, you get Gen Z bodyguards, you get Gen Z staff members, man. They gonna want to be part of the action, man. Nigga, that's it. That's all, bro. They just want to be part of the action. You gotta acknowledge the generation we in. What did I just say on the previous moral of the story, bro? It's about what we all go through right now. I'm pretty sure those were all grown men. They were probably millennials. I'm talking about the driver. I mean, my bad. You know, talking about old millennial. No, that driver is probably a grown man. He's a millennial. You know what I'm saying? But look at just the wave of how, you know, things are going in this day and age, where the Gen Zs are now, you know, in control of shit like entertainment, the kind of entertainment that will just get you up out of your spot, distract the shit out of you, that you go into a show and not even fucking, you know what I'm saying, stay behind and do your goddamn job. Oh my god. Oh, I'm saying either that or this nigga young boy is just like, his aura is just something else, man. They motherfuckers just like skip, you know what I'm saying, the roles that they supposed to play in terms of the jobs that they gotta do, bro. What?
Off rip,
That's crazy.
this is really, really fishy because number one, academics is trying to play it off like, yeah, you know, there was nothing in there. Just a couple of vlog cameras, which is like, what? That's already got to be. Academics ain't buying no crappy. He's not walking. Even a GoPro's like $500.
What did he get? What did he have there then?
He's got what? Like at least $1,500 in cameras, if not more. I would say several $1,000s in cameras. The bag itself is at least 15. I haven't seen an MCM bag since Soulja Boy was wearing them and rocking them when the hoverboards were a thing. So I didn't even know people still rocked MCM bags. But hey, maybe
the
Academics
MCM bag?
like that. He's trying to bring them back into fashion. Are y'all tapping in with it? Do you guys think he got the brown one or the whiter one? I remember there was a pink one that.
Wait, how do you have the information that he had like an MCM bag, bruh? Are they like pictures that got published of this nigga getting robbed for real?
People were rocking back in the day. I did not have an MCM bag. I could not afford that. There was, well, weren't the MC, it was the MCM bags and the Tissa snapbacks.
I'll be
right?
back, y'all. Hold on.
Tissa. Yeah, you guys, you know what I'm talking about. Those snapbacks that were so popular. So I'm thinking about it. Like, hold on. So he loses his car keys, which has got to be annoying. You lose the car key fob, but it's probably not too much for him to replace it. But they break the window and you only lose your stuff. This is the fishiest part. I'm like, yo, did they really? I feel like somebody wanted to send a message to academics in Houston, but does he have any problems in Houston? He's locked in with Drake. So Drake runs Houston. We all know that now. We know the Prince family kind of runs Houston. We've seen them get away with a lot of things, but we don't know him to have any problems with anybody. But the rest of the car, that's why it can't just be a regular thief, because if there's other bags in there, the person's gonna take those bags as well. This is why I've got such a level of paranoia. Wherever I go, there cannot be visible bags. I don't even care if somebody's in the car. I'll usually take my bag with me. But I was perplexed. The driver went into the Young Boy show? What? This is where I'm like, yo, academics.
I know I was still muted. My bad, y'all. I just had to do something of emergency real quick. It's a little bit so that I don't miss the context type shit.
Prince family kind of runs Houston. Wanted to send him. It's probably not too much for him to replace it. But they break the window and you only lose your stuff. This is the fishiest part. I'm like, yo, did they really? I feel like somebody wanted to send a message to academics in Houston, but does he have any problems in Houston? He's locked in with Drake.
Nigga, Ak is one of those people, bro. It's not even. These are not one of the. These are not. This is not something that you could easily put past Ak. The fact that somebody can have a problem with him in Houston. I'm saying anybody, nigga, everybody probably got a problem with Ak. Like, let me say, at least somebody from everywhere, at least one body from, let me say, man, probably 68 to 78% of the US don't fuck with Ak. You know what I'm saying? At least one person in 78% of probably all the states. At least one. At least one, nigga. At least five. At least five. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Ak. And look, man, that's why I fuck with Ak. Yo, I salute Ak. Who the fuck wants to be just like shit sweet and all positive and this, that? You know what I'm saying? That's not real. To be just 1000% just a positive nigga, everybody fuck with you. Come on, bro. Even in real life, I know there's this situation where like niggas be like, yo, you know, I get all this hate online, but like in real life, I don't even get none of that hate, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got a long way to go then, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have this dichotomous kind of balance. You know, even in real life, bro. Experience a little bit of that hate in real life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, hey, let me just put it like this. I'm learning vicariously through Ak. You feel what I'm learning vicariously through this brother, man. Let's get it.
So Drake runs Houston. We all know that now. We know the Prince family kind of runs Houston. We've seen them get away with a lot of things, but we don't know him to have any problems with anybody. But the rest of the car, that's why it can't just be a regular thief, because if there's other bags in there, the person's going to take those bags as well. This is why I've got such a level of paranoia. Wherever I go, there cannot be visible bags. I don't even care if somebody's in the car. I'll usually take my bag with me. But I was perplexed. The driver went into the Young Boy show?
What?
This
That's
is where I'm like, yo,
crazy.
Academic's got to give off a different vibe.
That's
to
actually
these
funny.
people. Like, he must have the driver feeling like he's one of the boys or something like that. Because you guys remember when 6ix9ine's driver was testifying, and that guy was shook up. That he was testifying against 9Trey. He was working as a cooperator, and 6ix9ine knew that he was a cooperator. That's why he fired him before everybody got picked up. This was while he was in Dubai. So I'm thinking about, like, yo, that driver, there's no way he would even, a driver, number one, I've never met a driver that would even ask to go to the show. But if they went to the show, they would ask first and say, hey, can I come to the show too? Which it's also like, that's something you don't ask. Like, you're commissioned to do a job. This isn't a field trip where you drop us off here. Even the bus driver.
Hey, look, let's get something clear though. I seen you can actually chop it up with a friend. You can actually chop it up with somebody that you're not really planning to commission as like some, you know, somebody to offer you a service. You know what I mean? It can be like a friend, bro. Like something really as trivial and as casual as that. Nah, man, you know, my homeboy from blah blah. I just want you to handle the driving because I'm gonna be there, you know, working. You know what I'm saying? I might get lit a little bit. You feel? Fill out the vibes on that level. So, you know, I want, you know, for those kind of vibes, for that kind of thing. Once it has happened, once I'm like intoxicated and stuff like that, having to come back now, I'm gonna need a designated driver, bro. So I might need you to do this little favor for me. Pull up with me so that you know what I'm saying? Under the condition that you're there, you feel me? Then we can agree on some things that. But then again, bro, it's like, golly, he's just a driver though. He's not like a bodyguard or somebody that's just designated to watch over the car. I know he's the driver, so it can fuck up the whole POV about it a little bit because he's the driver, but he's not the protector of you or the vehicle. He's there. He can enjoy the party, right? Because, okay, here's an agreement that I would have with a driver. Bro, you can be there. We can, you know, you can chill, hang out, whatever. Just don't get drunk. Right? Just don't get drunk. Like, sobriety is the bottom line. Sobriety is the main thing. But doesn't mean he's not supposed to join the vibe. Come through and vibe out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted shit to be protected, go with bouncers. Look, man, okay, I'm gonna address this on, you know, the moral of the story segment. But Ack knows better. Ack knows to move better than what he did right there, bro.
Yellow bus driver, that the cheese bus that takes the kids on school trips, is sitting in the bus too, or he's got eyes on the bus. So the fact that this bus driver, I don't know who he hired, man. This is why you gotta hire somebody. He had to hire somebody that didn't speak English. That's the thing. Somebody that does not speak English would not be going to the YB show. They wouldn't even care about the YB show.
Nice.
So
okay, yeah.
Driver,
why didn't he do that?
People are like, you know, it might have been the driver that took that. I don't think so, because why would you break the car window to steal something? If you're the driver, you would just take it and then still blame it on being outside of the car. But he probably thought, like, yo, you know, we're in a safe place. I've got the car locked. But in the beginning, academics said they would have to go to a different area. So they weren't in the same area where, you know, Birdman's parked and all that. Regardless, you cannot let your guard down being at a YB show. But he goes on and continues. I'm going to play you guys in the next clip.
What? The driver, after we get out at like 6:30.
Nigga perplexed.
This I'm going to watch the show too. He left the car.
Oh my god.
He left the car unattended. Chat.
Crazy.
So he up in there.
That's crazy.
He rapping, shot calling, I hate YoungBoy.
Oh shit.
Getting stolen by YNs outside. Now
oh shit. Where is it?
My security asked me today, is like, yo, the drop.
And you had, oh my god. On top of that, you're somebody who does have security, bro. What the hell is wrong with your decision-making skills, Ack? Alright, one question. Where was your security? Don't tell me they was at your show, at the thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if YoungBoy does mosh pits, but don't tell me if he was caught up in the mosh pits too.
Bravo was saying, could he get paid? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Wait, what? After that, I was just like, it was a matter of time before the YNs got me, man. You see, chat, and no, I did not go to the police. First of all, I didn't even have time. I should have. Well, there was nothing. If it was jewelry, I would definitely have to go to.
You're black though, brother.
That's
not your first response.
They stole a backpack.
Not your default response.
Charge it to the game.
Man, that just might be academics, but I'm going to the police. I'm filing that police report. At least $1,000. This is why they get away with this stuff. Cause he's like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just take that L. You take that L, another person take that L, and a third person take that L. Suddenly, that person is stolen tens of thousands of dollars with zero repercussions. Not that the police would do anything anyway. They're not catching people like this. They're not even trying to catch people like this. But I gotta think, like, for somebody to get that close, are there not cameras in the car too? This is why you need the Tesla, you know, not the David Tesla, because apparently Sentry Mode wasn't working on that thing. Now we need.
Oh, is that one of them new details? That the camera wasn't working on that Tesla? Nah, don't tell us it was a, you know, one of those, what is that? You know, manufacturing fault? Factory fault? Huh? The cameras was not working. Come on, man. The cameras was not working? Shit. I wonder what whips DJ Act got.
Need the Tesla with Sentry Mode. That way we got the footage.
We got the footage. We gotta have the footage.
Being at the Young Boy show anyway. But hey, this was only a matter of time. I can't believe academics left this stuff in the car. Well,
that's crazy work.
This whole thing doesn't make sense. Why is the driver out of the car? It's in the job description. Driver behind the wheel. You just
Okay. Look, my boy Yassine, bro. We gotta understand this nigga is in the type of industry, man. This nigga academics, right? Moral of the story, he's in the kind of industry where, wrong scene. He's in the kind of industry where, bro, I feel like a whole lot more informal activity in terms of, you know, striking business deals, you know, agreeing, you know, upon certain things with certain people. Like, it doesn't come at a super strictly formal format, right? Where it's paperwork, yo, you know, this is how we're gonna work it, blah blah. That was more of the older generation way of working, and that's another theme that I kind of catch in terms of even with generations like the millennials. You know what I'm saying? People's is more, you know, free with their things. They more creative. They care more about the artsy type of things more than the. But then now Gen Z take that kind of thing to a whole nother level. It's about the connection, man. It's about the intuition, how we feel, how we resonate. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to make your homeboys kind of, you know, it's easy to want your homeboys to fulfill a role that's supposed to be professionally handled. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of like fishing for these kind of people, going on platforms where, you know, somebody only is designated for driving and it's actually their 9 to 5. They actually are clocking hours in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna, you know, somebody like Academics Plus. He's in the industry that moves very fast. The money is big. You know what I'm saying? This nigga gambles and shit like that. You already know how that rolls. It's big money that comes, big money that he loses, blah blah blah. So he's on edge. He's an individual that's on edge. He's always on the liquor. You know what I'm saying? But he's a millennial. Millennials, they do have that free spiritedness about them. Just, you know, they make money in this sort of way. They handle business, you know, with his trucker fitted on. You know what I'm saying? You know, having that shit on. Fuck a suit and tie. I mean, these boardrooms, like, you know what I'm saying? This is how this generation handles business. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for an academics to look at a homeboy, somebody who he relates with, on some friendly tip. To be like, yo, man, just handle the driving for me, bro. Come, pull up, man. I'll give you XYZ amount for it. You know what I'm saying? I'll cash out you this. Let me just cash out you, you know what I'm saying, half of this, and then when we come back, I'll cash out you the rest. You know what I'm saying? So that's that energy and just like, you know, nature and how people manifest business engagements. You understand what I'm saying? So number one, it couldn't have been like a professional person was hired. I don't know. Like, according to this clip, man, I don't have enough data to just break down the whole story. He didn't clarify whether it was somebody that is designated, that's just employed to drive, you know, professionally. Because you did make you know, Hello Yassine did make a valid point by saying he should have gotten somebody who's not even into whatever you're into. You know, somebody who doesn't even speak English, man. Then, you know, that way, you know, guaranteed this motherfucker's not gonna get caught up in anything that has to do with anything in this show, in this event, right? He's just gonna stay in the car, maybe plug in his own headphones and just listen to his own French music, Indian music, whatever the case. Right? Jamaican music, like doesn't even know English. You feel what I'm saying? Old ass nigga. Like, the fuck is he gonna do? He's just gonna go out to just go in 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Just go drain the snake. And then, you know, post back up in the whip. You know what I'm saying? That way you know he's safe. Everything is safe. He's there. You know what I'm saying? So, number one, I feel like that was the whole thing because that's how this generation moves, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I feel like, yo, if you're a person that moves this way, yo, learn from this. You know what I'm saying? Learn from this. I mean, shit, I'm learning from this. It's AWAD, baby. We here to learn. Gen Z, general educate. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like that gotta be the search term for this here video. You know what I'm saying? AWAD shit. Yeah. Gen Z breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? Gen Z educate. You know what I'm saying? Everything associated with Gen Z. But I'll see how I feel about it. But anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this generation moves. And that's the one shortcoming about this whole thing. That's the one negative aspect about it, right? Is that everybody can get caught up in this whole thing. That driver probably was a younger nigga than him. If it was a younger nigga than him, chances are he was like, you know, Gen Z for real. And you know, with Gen Z, you can't even fucking tell them shit, man. They like, yo, nigga, like, hey, it is what it is. I am who I am. Like, they bold about their degeneracy, even. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a Gen Z shit, my boy. Feel me? So that nigga was probably like, man, I'm sick of this shit. I want to go see the show. Oh shit, it's my favorite joint. That's my shit. It's my favorite joint that just cut on. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers not staying that whip for shit. Plus it's hot. It's probably hot now. Okay, y'all going through the cold season, right? Chilly. Probably fall, right? Hey, where I'm at, it's hot as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hot in the motherfucker. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But yeah, dog. It's just, man, this motherfucker was not professionally employed. Therefore, you know, that was. I feel like that was part of his. That's why he's even just like, you know, chalk it up to the game. I feel like it's whatever to him because he knew where he fumbled things, right? He knew where he mishandled this whole arrangement. You know what I'm saying? Next time, man, get somebody who's gonna just designated for that, who's not gonna even, who doesn't, you know, align to the interest of whatever is gonna be going on at this event that we're going to. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's a nigga in their fucking, you know, 50s, man. Ripped. They always gotta be ripped. And here's another thing I wanted to be on your ass about, Ak. Well, if you're seeing this, you know what I'm saying? Let me actually not talk in direct terms, right? Here's one thing that I wanted to get on Ak's ass about. Pause. Is the fact that, bro, you are academics. God damn it, man. We just clarified it in the beginning of this video that, bro, there's like there's a big percentage of people that don't fuck with Ak more than people that do. Nah. Okay, no. My bad. I'll take that back. I feel like it's more vice versa. But there's more people that are willing to voice their disdain, bro, their dislike for Ak. You know what I'm saying? Than other communities. You know what I mean? Like, there's more people that are willing to voice their dislike for Ak and shit like that, just because of how he moves, his version of narcissism. I mean, I believe everybody, you know, everybody got that sense or level of narcissism in them, whatever. But his version, though, it fucks with people the wrong way, right? So he's like, he's mostly hated, bruh. Like, his sense of hate is thick in the streets, especially in the streets, even. You know what I'm saying? You got to move with security. Security that's gonna secure you, your immediate area, vicinity, and somebody who's gonna be at the whip, right? Let that be a new development, you know, a new epiphany, a new moment of awakening. Get somebody by you, get somebody by the whip. Finish. Understand what I'm saying? But damn, that's hard luck right there, man. Yo, I don't even know what to say, bro. Right. So, casually explained. I think I've bumped into this channel before, bro. Casually explained, explaining Gen Z versus millennials, and I've just broken down, I think, an aspect of, you know, millennial energy, you know, in comparison to Gen Z energy. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just handling professional situations. DJ Ak being at a young boy show, being robbed. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing as clear cut as just knowing that situation right there was a millennial getting robbed by a bunch of Gen Zs. But anyway, man, what's up with Gen Zs versus millennials? According to Casual Explained, you may ask. Let's hop into it, man.
Incogni. When someone says they were born in the year 2002, I automatically think, damn, this is the oldest looking 6-year-old I've ever seen.
Did you think
Well,
that?
I won't be using that one when they ask me about the island. I was born in 1996, making me just
Oh, okay. Good timing. Synchronicities. Told y'all I'm part of that, right? I'll let him explain then. I'll let him tell y'all where I fall in the spectrum. Come on, goddammit.
Millennial, meaning I'm somewhat of an expert on my older cohort who thinks doggo, pupper. Well, I won't be using that one when they ask me about the island. I was born in 1996, making me just barely a millennial, meaning I'm somewhat of an expert on my older cohort who thinks doggo, pupper, adulting, and having an actual wedding to a real person they love is still a thing. While also being able to tell Gen Z that making fun of us for skinny jeans doesn't
Skinny
relate.
jeans.
We inherited housing prices and 3 financial crises from the baby boomers. You will not even remotely psychologically affect us.
Crazy.
You will not even remotely psychologically affect most of us. The first thing we have to do is obviously define the generations, which in the textbook is 1981 to 1996 for millennials and 1997 to 2012 for Gen Z.
Oh,
The
okay.
problem is it can be hard to tell when you're kind of in the middle, because to the outside
what I'm
observer,
saying.
Gen Z might look a lot older than they are on account of all the Botox and filler, whereas millennials...
Yo, this is a shot at Gen Z's, bro. Fuck, nigga. I'm here for it. Let me hear it. Alright, cool.
Younger than they are on account of all the Botox and filler, meaning you have to look at behavioral cues to tell the difference. Because us millennials...
No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is not the first. Okay, I'm like, my bad for pausing it like so many times. But like, you think that like real smoke might develop from, you know what I'm saying, Z communities, the millennial communities, in terms of, you know what I'm saying, something just triggering both these sides to just go at each other's necks? It'll be interesting because there are certain aspects of, you know, power that are gifted to Gen Zs over millennials and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Okay, when we talking about like, what are those other ones? Gen X, boomers, and things like that. Those guys are too old. Like, y'all can't participate in these things. Y'all too old, bro. Y'all just like, it's unfair at this point. When we talking Gen Zs and millennials, these niggas can go head to head on some shit, bro. On a lot of shit too. Not even gonna lie, bro. On a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
are trying so hard to cling.
I don't know. Put it in the comments if you
differentiable from Gen Z by
what I'm saying.
Things. Ankle socks, hairlines, and when a DJ says put your hands up, we do it with an open palm, whereas Gen Z does it with a closed palm. Gen Z does this because you automatically close your hand when you associate with dropping down to the floor, whereas millennials raise an open palm because we don't think Black Lives Matter. While it might sound like I'm here representing my fellow millennials, I did only squeak in there by 1 year, and there are some millennialisms that are too ancient even for me.
I was looking for smoke, bro.
The phone.
What about it?